Good morning, afternoon, and evening, and everything in between. I'm the Canadian, back with another Transformers review. I was thinking of doing a segment at the beginning of this video. It's like a previously on, but it takes editing, and I don't take editing. But when I upload these, I'm going to put them right next, as close together as possible. Because previously on my Transformers review, you saw a figure that I absolutely hated, fell apart on camera, and guess what? When I put that figure away, it fell apart even more. Yay. But this time, I'm going to be showing you something the polar opposite. And it is one of my favorite figures. Mind you, this mold is not the figure I wanted, but it's impossible to find the figure I wanted in this mold. But this one is just as good. And I can sort of improvise the figure I wanted in vehicle mode. But this is Transformers Legacy Evolution. Brand new figure. Shocker. This is Voyager class Autobot Metalhawk. Look at this. You can see what's going to happen down below, but hey, this mold is superior to every superior mold that I've had. And definitely superior to some of those clear plastic hand grenade inferior things. This is gold. I love it. This is a remold of the Transformers... Now, was it Kingdom? Yes, it was Kingdom. Transformers Kingdom Cyclonus, which to me was a Studio Series tier figure. Because I've seen that figure. I felt this figure, which is a very close remold of that, and it deserves to be a Studio Series. There's an accessory sitting on top. It's his sword. Plain gray plastic, no paint on it. Whoopie-doo. But looking at this figure, I can see the Cyclonus in it. I'm not much of a fan of it, especially this part here, the front. Oh my god, I gotta lower this even more. There we go. But it's okay, you know, Metalhawk is a jet. I don't know much about Metalhawk. I know he was a pretender. Was he a pretender? I think he was a pretender. Comments, correct me down below. I know he was in IDW Comics. And I don't know much about him. I don't remember, he was in a G1 series, but I don't remember what G1 series it was. I'm a terrible Transformers nerd. I don't know half the stuff. Anyway, going on to this figure, he is a mismatch of colors. Oh my god, I had a friggin' aneurysm. But for him it works because that was his colors. See, I know that much. And here he is in his jet mode here, and the paint and sculpting on this figure is quite nice. Lots of sculpted panel detail all throughout this figure. Very nice. One thing is the wings, which I believe are the remolded Cyclonus wings. Hi. Hi. Someone's making noises in the background. So I believe there was like a joint here at some point, because it looks like there was. But it has been a painted red piece of plastic slapped on there, and it doesn't move. But the blue is nice, the red is nice. Could do with another coat of red on the back of the cockpit here, but it just flows in. And then some unpainted gray for a lot of the stuff here. Down below is a bunch of robot details, which we'll get into in the robot mode. There's no landing gear on here, but really, who's going to be keeping it in vehicle mode? No one. So, with that in mind, let's get into the robot mode. First thing, we're just going to take the back wings off here. What parts forming? No, they're accessories. They are accessories. And you're left with this. So what's next? Untab the wings here. And just leave them there for a bit. Next up, the legs. Untab. Fold these out at the back. And fold up. These will release the feet. Oh, you can't see. And then fold these back in. And fold them down. Then you just fold the legs out like so. After that, rotate this upwards, raise the camera, fold this forward, fold this back. What this will let you do is you fold the nose cone down, fold it down, fold the chest up. It gives you room. Swap that around. Whoops, nope. Fold the arms forward and they will tab in at the back of the shoulders, like so. And, whoops, fold it up and it tabs into the front of the chest. There. I had some minor complications. Next up, untab the wings from the arms. My setup's falling apart. Fold back, fold the wings forward like so, and then fold out the wrists. Second side, same as the first. And there you have, oh, open legs, Transformers Legacy Metalhawk. And this robot mode is fantastic. You can just leave him in like a half-ass pose and he will still look badass. Like, look at that. Look at that. He is magnificent. Oh, so magnificent. By far one of my favorite figures from this line. Besides some others. Future reviews. Spoilers. But taking a look at this mode, like, look at this figure. The painting, the Autobot insignia there, which in the camera, and it does look like it's textured, it's not, it's just Tampercraft. That head sculpt, so smooth and clean. It looks rather noble. Going down, you got all that chest detail that was visible at the bottom of the jet. The legs are just standard gray unpainted plastic. And then the shins here, nice sculpted, painted red with silver. I do have a little bit of a loose knee, but it doesn't really affect it that much. It hasn't gotten that loose. Eventually I'll have to change that. And then the feet as well. And then of course the arms here. The arms are the closest to what I believe would be the Cyclonus parts. But yeah, that is Metalhawk. His articulation head is on a swivel ball joint. He does have a little bit of a nod there. And can go a full 360. Arms can do a full 360 and can go up on that shoulder joint there. Does have a thigh swivel, or not thigh swivel, bicep swivel. And can do 90 degrees. And he does have a wrist swivel as well. 360 degree turn at the waist. Legs can go out that far, back, that far. Now there's a thigh swivel. And knees can go back like that. There's that loose knee. Ankles can go that far back, or that far forward, and do have a full tilt. And he can do the Jean-Claude Van Damme. I do not have 2 Prime trailers yet. Working on it. Soon I will be able to do a Jean-Claude Van Damme with these figures to show their articulation. Now, accessory-wise, first off, there's a sword. You know, holds in like that. Not a fan of swords on these figures. What I do like is his guns. These guns also served as his tail wings. Like that. They look very nice. Go into his hands, or could be pegged up here on his shoulders. And then, let's put the sword in. Okay, I take it back. Kind of like the sword. Being from the Transformers Legacy Evolution, he does have his Evo Fusion, which is, in my opinion, a half-assed, half-baked gimmick. His guns pegged together. Not as impressive. But you don't have to do that, because he's good just as he is. And whatever pose you put him in, he gonna look good. So I just stick this at the peg hole in the back. So yeah, that has been a rather quick review, actually, looking at the time slot here. The review of the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Metalhawk. If you like this review, click that like button. If you want to see more of these awesome figures, as well as some other content that I work on, click that subscribe button. And as always, I always encourage you to leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. So until then, I will see you in the next video.